Hello to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to present our Paving the Path Toward the Accreditation to the highest, at the moment, international quality standards in biobanking. First of all, I would like to show you a little bit and tell you a little bit about our biobank, only where we are and what is the area of our interest. And then I will show you how we implement the quality standards, what we have been using to do it and how it works in our biobank. And then maybe I will show you something about the benefits generally for the industry in the pharma, because I think that for all biobankers, we know that the accreditation is very important, it's extremely important, but we would like to also share the information within the industry, within the pharma, to show how important it should be for them also. So I will start, please just let me know, can you see? Okay. Okay, first of all, I would like to show you where our biobank is located. We are in the south of the Poland, near to the German border. And we are in the very nice city named Wroclaw. Wroclaw, the meeting place, it's the name which is very often used by the people who are living here. Our biobank is located in very good, let's say, neighborhood, because we have a hospital, clinical hospital, very close to our biobank, and we are cooperating with the hospital within one, let's say, infrastructure. The hospital is an entity of the Wroclaw Medical University, and the biobank is also the entity, a part of the entity, a part of Wroclaw Medical University. So this is a very good, excellent neighborhood where we can use the biological material, where we can start our biobanking and perform the biobanking. As you can see, at the moment, we are collecting the samples and the data. You can see that there are liquid biopsies and also the solid tissues. So at the moment, we have collected a lot of liquid biopsies, but also some solid tissues, also the breast milk, nasal swabs, and so on. We have a very good cooperation with the clinics where the neurosurgery and oncology is being provided. So also the data connected with the samples are in our area of the interest, and we also have the data concerning the samples from the clinics, such as medical records, physiological, biochemical parameters, images, treatment protocols, but we have also some population projects in our biobank. And here we have a lot of information generated from the surveys data, such as nutrition, lifestyle, sociological, medicine, and sport activity within our population project. So I would like to show you how we have started the quality implementation in Poland in our biobank, and how it started and what was the reason to do it. We have started to build a Polish biobanking network in 2017 within the BBMRIPL project, a project dedicated and financed by the Ministry of Science and Higher Education. It was a 5-year project where 6 tasks were performed. And one of the tasks was connected with the quality management. And the task was dedicated to my team at Wrocław Medical University. And we were responsible for the preparation of QM biobanking standards for scientific purposes, for implementation of common solution within Polish biobanking network. Our colleagues from other universities have mapped the biobanks and biorepositories in Poland. And at the end of the project in 2021, we have mapped around 50 biobanks where we have implemented the quality system. So this is very important for us, what is on this slide, because generally this is the slide shows you what was the strategy and how we implement the common standards within Polish biobanks. I would like to also say that all the tools, whole activities were also verified, validated in our biobank, in Wrocław Medical University Biobank, to check if everything is work properly and if all the tools help us to implement good quality standards and to achieve the certification and then accreditation of 237 ISO standards. So within the 5-year project, we have prepared audit program for Polish Biobanking Network. We have we have prepared almost 90 audits within the 3-step program. The first audit was connected with the current status of the QM in all biobanks. Then we have prepared the second audit for implementation of quality standards for Polish biobanks, and I will tell about it for a moment. And the third one was connected with the sustainability and with sustain of the quality standards for Polish biobanks. At the end, 10 biobanks within 50 implemented whole quality standards and sustained the standards, so within these 5 years. We have also prepared and implement in each biobank which wants to cooperate with us the common templates of the documents. So we have prepared as a one quality team, we have prepared for all biobanks the procedures, the templates of the procedures, instructions, forms, and we have shared the documents to all biobanks from Polish Biobanking Network. We have prepared 4 guides, 4 books, which were very useful for our colleagues from Polish Biobanking Network. 3 of them are in Polish so far, but one of this book is prepared in English, and it will be published, I think, within 1 month in the Springer Nature. You can see it on the left bottom, the Manual Biobank Quality Management. And this book is generally very similar with the quality standards for Polish Biobank, the second version, because we had the first version in 2019 and the second version in 2021. So we have prepared also the English version. And what is very important in this book, that this book has been prepared within using all the standards needed, which can be helpful for the biobanking community. So the standards are convergent with ISO 9001, but also with ISO 237. We have also using the OECD, ISBER best practices, IARC best practices, technical standards. And we put all the requirements within 15 chapters regarding all the aspects convergent with ISO 237. And we have also put not only the requirements, but also the best practices, how to implement it, and also the Q&A section to explain all the difficult issues which have been performed during the audits in Polish Biobanking Network. So we have also prepared, besides these 3 books, we have prepared also some simple, very simple, but very useful guide for our biobanks in Poland, named Internal Bio Auditor in Biobank, a practical guide, because as far as we saw, some of biobanks had some difficulties in internal audits. So also the guide is prepared for them, and the guide also includes some templates of the report, of the audit plan, and so on, so on. So it can be easily used by the biobanks. All 3 Polish books are free, are in open access form, so you can easily take it, but this is in Polish. The Manual of Biobank Quality Management will be sold by the Springer Nature. So beside all these tools and these activities, we had also performed a lot of trainings, a lot of practical workshop for our community within the implementation of quality standards. And we did the training to show them how to implement step by step each requirement from the standards. So it was also very helpful for them. And we have also implemented in our Wrocław Medical University Biobank. So what is also very important for us from the Polish point of view, this is the information from a medical research agency, because in Poland we have something like medical research agency, and this agency is cooperating with ECRIN, European Clinical Research Infrastructure Network. And from 2022, all non-commercial clinical trials which are sponsored by the Medical Research Agency must perform biobanking area. So all clinical trials from this agency, sponsored by this agency, must perform biobanking. And moreover, it must be done according to the quality standards for Polish Biobank, the second version. If we have a biobank with accreditation, the accreditation, of course, is the highest level. So if the biobank possesses the accreditation according to the 23.7, so it means that the highest standards are fulfilled. And it means also that the quality standards for Polish biobanks are implemented in a very good option. So I would like to show you, to make the long story short, how we organized the creation of the QMS, how we organize it in our biobank, and how the journey looked like. It was quite long. It was quite long journey because we have started in August 2017 with the proper QMS creation within the quality standards for Polish biobanks. So we have prepared the organizational rules, some forms, and we have divided our quality system for three parts: the system procedures, technical procedures, and the scientific procedures. The scientific procedures are here in a blue color because this is a part which has not been accredited so far in our biobank. We have accredited the biobanking activity, the biobanking area. So after the preparation, the creation of QMS system, the highest authority in the university has decided, and we made the decision to integrate all the biobanking activity within the university in one place. So we have decided that the integration of the biobanks will be done, and the integration has been done, and the Wrocław Medical University Biobank has been established within one core facility lab. The lab was, I was in charge of this lab, and the lab was connected with the biological assays and collection of biological materials. So within the lab, the integrated biobank has been established. So later on, which can be very interesting for the industry and pharma, this is very informative, and this is very important information. We have prepared, and it took a long time, we have prepared the proposal for the Bioethical Committee to start the biobanking in the wide range, let's say, in the broad consent, very broad consent, where the biobanking for scientific R&D and educational purposes was put there. So we don't have the exact fit for purpose for dedicated project. We have obtained the positive opinion from Bioethical Committee for biobanking for scientific research and development and educational purposes. So it means that in any case, we can biobank the material based on broad consent from our patients, from the clinics, within this positive opinion. So we can start to do it whenever we want, each day of our daily work. So it's something which can be done very easily thanks to this opinion. What is also important, to prove our competences also, we decided that we have started the quality system improving and to obtaining some certificate from ISO 9001 certification. So we have decided to certificate our biobank within this, the scope of biobanking of biological material for scientific, educational, research and development purposes, but we have started from ISO 9001. As you may know, the ISO 9001 is a part, and the requirements are a part of the ISO 2023-7 for the biobanking issues. And when you have the certificate, when you have the certification of ISO 9001, you can choose within the accreditation process the option B, where a lot of requirements dedicated to this quality management is being achieved already in the certification in 9001. So we have done it, we have certificated our biobank, and it was a good information for our clinic hospital, because they finally decided to prepare the agreement between the biobank and the university, between the hospital and the university, the biobank, for the broad consent biobanking within the broad consent in whole clinics. So it means that if we have a consent from specific patient from our hospital, we can simply biobank it. So it is also important to note that the broad consent prepared for the patients also has the information, and also there is a possibility to biobank for the genetic purposes and scientific genetic area purposes, also for the commercial usage of the samples and data. So it's really nice and helpful agreement between us and between us and the patient. So what is also important, after the ISO 9001 certification, we have decided to implement all the requirements from the quality standards. We have also put something like BBMRI-ERIC puts in the directory, something like a Q mark. So we have also the same in Poland, the Q mark for the fulfillment of the quality standards for Polish biobanks. And we have a lot of biobanks who perform it. At the end, we have decided, after the implementation of Polish quality standards, we have decided to try to fulfill the requirements from the self-assessment prepared by the BBMRI-ERIC quality group. And here the self-assessment checklist is prepared for biobanks who are in the community, BBMRI-ERIC community, and we have used the self-assessment for the ISO 23887 dedicated for biobanks. And finally, after preparing the self-assessment, after preparing the objective evidence of fulfillment of the requirements, we have fulfilled the requirements, and we have become a first biobank in BBMRI-ERIC with the Q mark according to the ISO 23887. So after that, when we got the certification on ISO 9001 and the Q mark in the BBMRI-ERIC directory, it was the moment for us to decide to start maybe thinking about the accreditation within Polish accreditation body. So we have started to talk with them because we were responsible in Poland for the common standards for the Polish biobanks. So we have decided to talk to the Polish Center for Accreditation to start to launch the accreditation program according to 23887, to start the pilot program to check if we have a chance for the accreditation. So we have started. The accreditation program has been launched, and we have started to prepare for it in May 2021. And the final decision after whole preparation, after the preparation of the application has been done in August 2021. We have the whole process for the accreditation assessment. We have two meetings, two audits, one remote and one on-site audit. It's a completely different audit than 9001 ISO certification because everything was made in the laboratory. What is also very important, that if you prepare the scope for the accreditation for a specific biological material, each of the process dedicated for the biological material is checked by the assessors, by the auditors. So 2 days in a lab, also 2 days with the staff, with the quality manager, with the manager of the biobank, regarding to the documentation for the objective evidence check. So, and the final decision about the accreditation has been done in August 2022, so it took quite a long time. Here you can see the scope of our accreditation, and the scope was also consulted with the Polish accreditation body during the audit process, during the assessment. It was changing, but finally the scope is biobanking of the biological material as well as related data information and data. You can easily find the scope for that moment only in Polish, but I know that for a few days we will have the scope on the Polish Center for Accreditation website also in English. It will be published there because now it's in Polish. In Poland, in Polish Center Accreditation, they decided to put the information about the storage condition also dedicated to each biological material to the scope, and this is the part of the scope put here on the slides. So as you can see, here we've got finally our our certification regarding to the accreditation. We are the first biobank in Poland and third biobank in Europe with the ISO 237 accreditation. I think, as far as I know, as I saw the scopes of the accreditation, we have the widest scope for the accreditation in the biobanks at the moment within the accreditation process. So we have started from the implementation of the Polish tools prepared for the biobanks, and we have validated, we have verified these tools within our biobanks. We have decided that it will be the best way to check if our work is okay and if our works, if we work properly and is it the right direction. And now at the end, I would like to show some benefits for because we as a biobankers, we know what are the benefits of the accreditation. I'd like to put your attention to the benefits for the pharma, for the industry, for the client, for our potential partners, for our researchers, scientific people who are working with the biological material, and they know that the pre-analytical, as George said, pre-analytical part is very important, is crucial for the our study. We are also a researchers, so we know what kind of importance it should have. So I think that all of you who are working with the biological material now can have assured that the accreditation is some kind of assurance of competences on the market. So you can be sure that we can guarantee you a mechanism of continuously product service quality improvement, also available the compliant and readiness system, which is available in each accredited biobank. You can use it. You can have also the information about the removal of the barriers to trade through international mutual recognition of conformity assessment procedures. And also enables the introduction of innovative solutions. So, because if you have the accredited biobank, so you can be sure about it that the international standard is achieved, and you can do it wherever you want, whenever you are in the whole world. It is approved. Yes. Also, more security for you as a client, for a customer, is being done. Accredited entity delivers reliable product, reduces the number of the defect products, and finally reduces inspection and production costs. So we, of course, assure the impartiality, because this is also a part of the ISO 237 standard requirements, and it must be fulfilled. So the impartiality is assured, also the credibility, integrity, and empowerment. So what is also important for the industry, for the pharma, you can easily to decrease the risk and increase the chances. So the risk chances management is also assured here, and the reducing risk in the business relation for you by using biobanks as a tool, accredited biobanks as a tool, is also here performed. So you can be sure that the biological material and related data, associated data, which are being taken from the accredited biobank, are good enough for you to perform your daily work and your business. So I would like to thank you for listening to me. I would like to thank you, and here you have a contact to me. If you have any questions, you can easily ask me in the panel discussion. Then if you have any questions, you can contact with our biobank if you are interested in the cooperation. So just write to me, call to me, and we can talk about the potential cooperation. Thank you.